Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mackie and I'm here live at Epiclan for the Dota 2 tournament that's going to be taking place this weekend. I'm here with Kenwin. Say hello, Kenwin.
Good evening. Good day. I know what time of day it is.
It does feel like the evening. We didn't get a lot of sleep last night because it's incredibly sunny, and I was trying to sleep in a tent, and I got to bed just before the sun came up, and then suddenly broad daylight. And some drunk guys outside. You know how it is. That's how it runs with LANs, but it's going to be fine. Kenwin tried to sleep in the LAN hall, and some lovely League of Legends players, of course. Those guys. Not that we don't like League of Legends or anything. I kept them awake all night. So we're a little bit shaky, but it's going to be okay. And we're going to get into this game. So first up, this is the group stages today, and we have got Next Generation playing on the Radiant, playing against Don't Axe Me, and I cannot pronounce that name already. What are we looking at for the picks and bans?
We've got some pretty standard early picks and bans. Next Generation going old school with the Nyx, Cottle early bans. Wispat Ride a bit more standard from Don't Axe Me, who I think I'll refer to as Damn because I'm feeling lazy. First picks, Lifestealer, OP around the world in everyone's opinion. And we got the Treat and Protector out from Don't Axe Me. Let's see if we've got some big living armor plays going. Or will Dupes bring out his famous carry tree? Only time will tell.
Yeah, last night we did see Dupes running a big carry tree and protector, didn't we? So it would be pretty awesome to see that again. I'm surprised it got through the ban pool, actually. I don't know, is tree and protector still this scary?
No, he's still terrifying. I feel Next Generation are drafting like they're a patch ago. Like Nyx and Cottle haven't been first tier bans so much in recent years. Don't Ask Me to pick up an early Beastmaster. That's a hard counter to the Lifestealer. The Roar, of course, going through Rage. And Next Gen picking up a Bane.
I mean, that's the other counter to Lifestealer,
yeah,
really.
I guess.
So I guess maybe they wanted to lock that down, deny that, stop that from causing them any issues, but it's hard to say.
10 seconds remaining.
So we get into the second ban phase. Of course, everything going 2s and 2s now. We see Shadow Demon getting banned out. No surprise to see that. Shadow Demon's never going to go away, is he? He's just always going to be 100% all the time. He's always dangerous.
Yep, another hero that can counter Lifestealer, and of course so versatile. A really strong tri-lane hero paired with any number of heroes with a hard stun. So yeah, ban that makes lots of sense.
5 seconds remaining.
It does. What do you think? So Don't Axe Me. I feel like I don't really know where they want to go with Treant and Beastmaster. Beastmaster's a bit of a reactionary pickup. I don't really feel like it came into their actual
He's a very versatile laner. He can offlane, he can go mid. Dignitas used to run him as a second support in the jungle, pulling around. And of course he can stack Ancients. It's
10 seconds.
He's not a problem, I think. Their lineup's still pretty versatile. Tree can also run as a support or a farmer in aggressive try, or even solo safe with living armor.
Reserve time.
It all depends how they want to run it. They've banned out a hard carry early, interesting. Gyro out of the fields.
Yeah, Gyro's always going to be a threat, but I don't know if he's ban material like this early on. It's kind of hard to say because he is so effective in the early game. It doesn't matter what you're running. He can get those early kills if he's part of an offensive tri lane. But I guess with Lifestealer playing on the other team, like you feel like they're going to put Lifestealer in. Well, what do you reckon? Are they going to go defensive with that, or do you think they want to put Lifestealer in an aggressive try?
They've already got two very strong tri-lane heroes in Lifestealer and Bane. We'll see what the last pickup is. If they pick up something with a stun, Alina or a Leshrac, and they've got the Nightmare set it up, that'd be a real shame to waste it on a defensive try. So of course living armor wins tri-lanes, so it goes both ways.
OD getting banned out now. OD and Storm Spirit getting banned. So suddenly mid's getting taken out by both teams. They're saying we don't want any of this mid nonsense. Suggesting they don't want to run Beastmaster's mid or Treant as mid. I saw Cinderin run Treant mid quite a while back, and it looked really cool, but it really didn't work. Their towers had taken no damage 17 minutes in, like everything on full
10
health.
seconds
But
remaining.
ultimately, he couldn't carry through at all. Like, he kind of just falls off too soon when he's
5
put in that kind of
seconds
role.
remaining.
Dazzle?
Dazzle!
Dazzle?
Radiant
What's his
team
dazzle?
I am. This is fun already. Though this means their tri lane is going to be a little bit weak if they're going to put the tree and the dazzle in there. They've got the micro stun and poison touch, but against a Bane Lina or a Bane Leshrac, they might struggle. And it's going to be the Bane Leshrac. They're going to look to go aggressive, try and damage that tower really early.
Yeah, so Dazzle can be used for his ultimate quite heavily. Like, that gives you so much armor, and it takes so much off your opponents. And if you get the Aghanim Scepter on him, it can be up to 30 armor. That's a lot. That hurts. That really hurts. With Tree and Protector in there, he packs a bit of a punch. I'm not sure how much it's going to apply into Beastmaster. If they can find a couple of carries that synergize well with the
5
weave,
seconds
that could be
remaining.
really interesting. Maybe this is something that could really work, but
reserve
I'm
time.
dubious about this lineup at the moment. I feel like Next Gen have got a really solid core in these 3 heroes. They've got their support heroes finished up, and they're happy with that. They've got their solid hard carry. Whatever they pick is icing on the cake now. So you can probably hear a bit of noise coming behind me, by the way. We're doing our best to keep the mics away from all of the LAN noise, but it is going to get in. There's nothing we can do about that. I've got a massive PA behind me, some big speakers, so if any PA announcements come through, they can get blasted straight through your headsets. I must apologise for that, but I think you'll be all right. Adds to the atmosphere, right?
It's part of the fun. Like, it's being live at a football game. If everyone was playing the football game, it's. I've seen an anti-mage come out. So this tri lane, they've got living armor, I guess, and Shallow Grave. They might not kill anyone next gen, but they'll really control the lane with the threat of the Bane Lesh and then Lifestealer wailing on whoever gets caught out.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Anti-Mage Dazzle, it could work. It's interesting, but I feel like I don't know how this lineup gels. I don't know how it fits together at all.
It's a bit strange to me too. You've got 3 heroes who are pretty powerful in the first 10 minutes of the game. Then you've got Anti-Mage, who takes 20 minutes to get going. So, I mean, we'll see. Maybe they're just gonna go full Protect 1 as you see the Doom bringer.
Haha, Doom!
I'm still not quite over the novelty of him coming back into the forefront of the game.
What do you reckon of that? Is that a Doom mid?
I think that's a Doom mid. I think we're getting a international 3 qualifiers throwback here.
Well, we are seeing the tankier mids come in now. So people tell me, people who know a lot more about the mechanics of Dota than me, tell me that the slower bottle crow means that a mid that's got a lot of damage, a lot of hit points on him, like the strength heroes, becomes a lot stronger. And we're seeing Dragon Knight and Doom come back into the game.
And also heroes like Doom, who don't rely on their mana pool to be effective, Scorched Earth and Devour having such low mana costs early, he can control that. You know, he can use both those spells and then restore the mana with his 1 bottle charge. So heroes who can use the bottle more efficiently, big picks. As you see, don't ask me ban out the Queen of Pain. They might be reading this Doom in an off-lane jungling rule or a solo safe role with this tri-lane going aggressive. But no, I agree. I think it might be going mid because I don't know. I mean, Beastmaster's going mid for DAM, and they've got another support to pick up with this last pick, unless they're going to run Tree as a support.
Okay, so Doom versus Beastmaster, what happens?
There's a lot of hitting. It's
There's a lot of hitting. That's what you come out with.
I'm really. Hey, I haven't. I need more caffeine. Leave me alone. Doom out farms Beastmaster. Beastmaster probably ganks better, but it's a very close lane. If Beastmaster maxes his Call of the Wild, gets some beasts out there, slows down Doom, he can really inhibit his lane presence. But with Scorched Earth and Devour, Doom controls most solo matchups. And we heard that through the mic. Amateur, minus 5 points.
Sponsored by energy drinks.
Many energy drinks.
You just have to try and not slurp my drink unprofessionally into the microphone, which I would never do, of course.
As you see, a Magnus picked up by Darkspear their last pick, so they're going to run that mid. We're going to see a Beastmaster solo off lane, maybe. They are dire, so I expect he'll be in the Ancients. Unless he gets a solo matchup. We'll see how this matches up. Magnus, of course, a lot less powerful since the Bottle Crow nerf. Shockwave's mana cost now really hurting him.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see Magnus on the solo off lane. I enjoy watching that. I think he's a very cool solo laner.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, he's good in mid. He's always been good in mid. There's no doubt about that. The Bottle Crow has hurt him, as you say, but I like to see him on the off lane. I don't know. I don't think he's the. I don't think he's the right guy for it in a lot of cases. But
they've got these two heroes who are both reliant on getting the fast 6 to impact the game. Without 6, Beastmaster and Magnus are both a bit useless. So I'll be interested to see how they lane this. They might go on a reactionary aggressive try to try and dodge the tri-lane versus tri-lanes. In which case, Beast or Mag will get solo sleep and probably get to their 6 a bit faster. But it's entirely reliant. As next gen have 10 seconds left for this last hero. Let's see who's going to come out here.
They do indeed. They're cutting a little bit fine on that final pickup.
Luna!
And it's a Luna.
So that's probably a Luna mid, maybe, or a Luna solo safe. That would work too.
That's interesting. I wonder if they'll put the Life Stealer solo safe, maybe. Could that?
But that weakens their tri-lane. I don't know. They're both very strong tri-lane heroes.
It does a little bit. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into that. Is sick. Check out next gen's setup here. That's
Introduce the players, Mackie.
that is beautiful. Sorry, I'm slightly blown away. So we have got Gilbinator from Next Gen playing on the Lifestealer. We've got Major playing on the Bane. And getting up ahead, we have Orbital playing on the Doom, Saxman, the epic Saxman himself, playing on the Leshrac, and Chi is playing on the Luna. And they are all heading up to this top lane. They want to get right in that top lane jungle, get those wards down. We see a ping come out. Yeah, they want to take that ward. Do you want to introduce Don't Axe Me?
Indeed. We have Dupes playing on the Magnus. Dingo on the Treant Protector. Kane is on Dazzle. We've got the Beastmaster played by Dai. And Anti-Mage being controlled by Widow. As we have the 5-man roam into the jungle. Got to be careful here. The Dupes cutting it a bit fine. They're going to block the small camp. They are reading a jungler. And the vision just breaking. He nearly got the Nightmare off on the tree.
He did almost get it, but didn't quite land. Did not quite land, so yeah, going to get away without any incident there. They get a very aggressive ward down right on that early camp. I mean, do you think they should have blocked the easy camp here, or should they have gone for the pull camp early on? It feels like if you're going to go for...
they're reading a jungler from this lineup. I don't see where it comes from. Like, Beastmaster can jungle, he's not very good, but no one else on that team jungles, and I guess Beastmaster didn't show himself. So they have no way of knowing. As we see, they're going to run an aggressive try. They're going to abandon the solo safe lane and leave Doom taking the jungling build with the fast Bazzi and some tangos. And we're going to go tri-lane versus try in the top. Sleep already on Anti-Mage. Split Earth follows. Right clicks and the Living Armor is going to cancel out the open wounds and he'll blink clear.
Yeah, Widow gets away with that, no problem at all. And the Living Armor, of course, healing him all the way back up. Major taking quite a lot of damage straight away here. He's playing it really dangerously as Bane. This is the problem I always have, is Bane actually has kind of short range compared to when you consider it in line with his skills. Like, he's very squishy, and he needs to get right in there to make things happen. But of course, if everyone isn't focused on someone else, then he's going to fall apart pretty fast. So he's really got to watch that. Major playing very close to the line here, but they've really got to keep the pressure on if they're going to keep Widow from getting a lot of farm. We saw Widow play last time at Epic 10, and he did pretty damn well. I remember him playing a Bounty Hunter, and yeah, stomping some faces with that. So in the mid lane... Sorry, say again.
No worries, I was just going to comment on this bot lane. Doom's heading to the lane, and he's not got the build for it. He's only got 1 stack of regen and a Basilius. So Doom is this Beastmaster with 2 clarities and 2 stacks of tangos is chucking axes about, controlling the lane. Doom struggling to get his last bits. He's doing okay now, but we've also got the stacks coming out from Dai, and there's no block on the Ancients yet.
Yeah, Dai's going to keep stacking those Ancients for as long as he can, and he doesn't have to do it to leave lane. He can do it with the axes, as we saw, so that's going to be pretty powerful for them if they leave him there. And I think Doom's going to have a really hard time up against this. It feels like he's just a little bit too slow in the early game. He's got Thunderclap now from the Hellbear Smasher. Still can't get used to calling them Hellbears. But
yeah, the mana cost is too great for Doom early, though. He needs a lot more mana pool
he
to
does
get pause out from Dai. And the DC from Dupes.
A little bit of a DC, but it looks like Dupes is loading back in. I can see him from just over my monitor, so yeah, he just had a bit of a lag. We'll get back underway as soon as we can, of course. Epic now running on some fibre now. We've got a couple of fibre connections, so we've managed to get quite a few streamers in. Hopefully our stream isn't too choppy. I've dropped a few frames, but it looks like we're reasonably solid. Do let us know what the quality's like, how it's all going, if the sound's okay. Give Epic a shout out. So epiclan.co.uk is the source of all our coverage. We've got quite a bit of packet loss at the moment coming out, so we've had a little bit of problem with this, but it's all right for us. So we're going to be doing okay because we're spectators and we're running on a separate line to their players at the moment. So hopefully we can get back into the game pretty soon. This fibre will be sorting itself out.
And we're back underway.
Brilliant. Yes, as I was saying, epiclan.co.uk, there's a lot of coverage. We've got a StarCraft tournament, we've got a CSGO tournament, we almost had a COD 4 tournament, it didn't quite happen.
We have Dead 2 to replace it though.
We've got a League of Legends as well, so get on over and check out all of those streams. Awesome guys streaming them all. Much love to all of the Epic staff who've organised all this stuff. So, how are we looking so far? No kills on the board yet.
We've got some passive you could just sit around and farm for the first half hour. Might get a fight after that, never know. Well, you see early Moonglaves coming out from Luna in the mid lane. She's really not doing very well against his mag. This mag outlast hitting her pretty comprehensively, which is a shock considering Luna's Luna Blessing.
Luna hasn't got a lot of range on her though, and the problem with Mag, if you don't have a whole lot of range, is he can get up and he can kind of brawl with anyone. He's got the shockwave, which does
Kane taking a lot of damage. Oh, so Dazzle, he gets Salagrave off. They turn it around, they're trying to get Major
trouble.
The first blood.
One more hit, Major goes down, that's the first blood.
Widow dives and picks up the Bane. The split earth missing from the Shrek. He's going to run away here. You get the ping, rotations coming from mid lane. Chili, Widow's saving his blink. He can get away if he times it, and he does time it well, so he should be alright here.
Yeah, he times it well, and Dupes is there to protect him. The living armor heals him back up. No problem.
The first blood did go to next Geno. Kane fell. It was very, very close, just before the Bane bit the dust.
Yeah, we did see Dazzle go down first, so pretty damn tight. Orbital taking a lot of damage on the bottom lane. And Day actually also in a lot of trouble. He's what build's he going for? So he's going for the Call of the Wild build, and he's doing a lot of damage with it. That board dropping the slow on Doom, who's pretty slow to begin with. Doom having a jungle build with that Ring of Basilisk just doesn't really give him what he needs to survive in lane. He didn't really have any of that stability.
The Glove of Haste already shaping for a Midas. 4 minutes just getting the glove. That's a ballsy build.
That's running a bit low. He could just be going straight for power treads.
We don't get the gloves first then, surely. Get the shoes to make up the fact that Doom's really slow.
He does have his shoes.
Oh, I'm really blind. Generally you get phase though, so you can zoom about and split earth, scorched earth people even.
Gilbinator on the other hand running pretty close to his Midas, and I think that's a pretty safe pickup. We can be pretty sure that he's going to go for that on lifesteal, I think.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. That first blood really helped him out. She did it by 6 minutes.
Yeah, so again we see Doom kind of hanging around the jungle. Orbital just stuck for something to do right now. He wants to be working on these creeps, but they push too far ahead. Day's got an Orb of Venom finished up now, so that's even more slow. And any time Orbital gets close, he's going to get slowed. He's going to take a hell of a lot of harass. And of course, the Hawk's there. That means that Dave's going to see everything going on all the time anyway. And we see an invisibility rune on Magnus. Dupes has this now. He has the RP. This could be time to shine for him, but It looks like he's trying to bait out Chi. He wants a kill on Chi. He wants to take control of his lane rather than move over into the top lane.
She's going to go for the rune. This could be bad for Dupes. If he does not kill her in the RP, the Eclipse will come out. She knows he's there. There's the body block. And he bottles. And here's the Eclipse. He should have RP'd. He's going to go down here.
Oh, nasty bit of play there.
Should have seen that the Luna was 6.
Yeah,
should have RP'd before she got the chance to Eclipse.
Yeah, maybe you should have gone for the RP straight out of the invisibility. I'm not quite sure why that happened. We see Dupes lagging again. That would be a great shame if that was a lag stopping that. Not much help, but our connection's looking great. we're running fine now. Hopefully that's not at the cost of the players. What we'll do is after this game we'll be reporting our findings back to the tech guys. Hopefully they can fix things up. We did hit a pretty good point last night, but the first rounds of all the groups are kicked off, so I guess the network traffic is up a little bit. We're just sort of ironing out the kinks of how this whole network works at the moment, really. And there's quite a lot of equipment running underneath this. It's quite hard to get 300 people all connected to one internets. So we're hoping that's going to continue to improve. We are underway. Chi taking quite a bit of damage, but he's pretty safe for now. He's going to be pretty confident now running up against Dupes. I think he's secured that kill, and that kind of shows how this can work. Eclipse is always going to be there for him, even if RP goes off. Chances of Dupes taking him out before that ticks off is kind of low, I reckon. I think he's Dupes is on the back foot now. I reckon.
Got a race car build coming out from this Luna, picking up the face boots.
Very nice.
I'm gonna zoom about and make sure she always gets her Eclipse on the people she wants it on. Luna, of course, those are the fastest base moves in the game. Now getting the most speedy boots she can at this point of the game.
Yeah, and with a double damage rune, a lot of pressure on Dupes now. So what do we got in terms of levels? Dupes is level 6 and Chi's up at level 8. Yeah, he's really crushing now. Just he can just pop those stuns and cause hassle, just keep him back from this all the time. Meanwhile, Orbital is in a bit of trouble. Day is here. He's just so much slow. Look at that Boar slow and the Orb of Venom. He's just limping away. Orbital looking really unhealthy, and he's just going to fall just one hit by one hit. Meanwhile, over on the top lane. Yeah, so
2 kills. It's all very. Widow's going to get away. Shadow Grave saving his life. They get 2. Anti-Mage getting 1 and the Tree getting the other. On the 2 supports, the Life Stealer and the Lashrak even. They got the Life Stealer, and he has got his Midas though. He had his Midas before he died.
So what we're seeing is Don't Axe Me here, with a very strong tri-lane. They're looking really confident. They're using Dazzle really well, I think. Like, we're seeing Shallow Grave play to great effect in all these team fights. But over on the mid lane, not looking so healthy. I mean, Luna versus Magnus. I think it's I don't know. What do you reckon? Is it an even matchup?
I think since the Bottle Crow nerf, it's Luna's to lose. Luna's got more spammable. Nuke is equally spammable, even does more damage, has a micro stun. She right clicks incredibly hard with Luna Blessing. And she's ranged. Not a very big range, but there is that small advantage. She should be able to turn all this small advantage into a one lane, and of course Eclipse is amazing on a solo target.
It is amazing, but it's just a matter of finding someone on their own to pull that off.
We see the supports rotating into mid here for next gen.
Yeah, next gen looking to make something happen. So Saxman is right up on the front lines. Dupes probably doesn't know that he's here yet. Ping comes out. Dupes does know.
They got him.
Yeah, Dupes has a good idea of what's going on. Major here as well, and Dupes is just going to stay the hell back. And that's a pretty damn good idea, I think. I think he doesn't want to be hanging around here at all. He's got to be running pretty scared now. Orbital's still struggling.
Looks like Orbital might be running for the armlet. He's got the gloves and the blades now. As we see the supports come to bot lane, but they don't have a rune, they just have map awareness, a ward even. As we see a TP on top, they might have an engage here, the Life Stealer, they know he's on his own, and he overextends, hits a big Shadow Wave, and Anti-Mage has Mana Void, and they don't even need it. A right click from Dazzle finished him off.
Yeah, they were pretty wise there to catch the fact that Life Stealer was all on his own. Gilbinator was out there. He felt pretty confident. but without his supports, he's still not up to a point where he can stand up on his own, especially not against 4 of Don't Ask Me.
Yeah, we see they're pushing this tower down. 4 heroes rotating up, while in the mid lane we have. They're going to get the tower, no problem. Lifestealer rotating towards top. Luna was back at base. Looks like she's going to run for the quick helm and farm, perhaps. They're going to keep pushing onto this tower, though. Another rotation, maybe coming mid.
Yeah, Day and Dingo are. They both buy up mana boots. Loads of mana on this team. They're both going to pop them both with Kane. Kane suddenly.
Be really careful. Sorry,
back up to full health.
Really careful.
Deeps disconnects again. Not sure what's going on with Deeps' connection. It just seems to be a little bit less tolerant than everybody else's.
He might be. Is he on a different router?
I don't think he is.
They think it's something to do with this machine.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm just going to type and see if any of them have lag. Widow says the Trojan.exe mod is a little bit suspicious.
No, guys, I hear it's really good.
Yeah,
I think you should get it. Okay, looks like we're good to go again. Right. We have this push. They're going to keep pushing here. There's still 4 heroes. Luna coming to help now, but there's so many creeps around. Clip's still only level 1.
Saxman and Major are here, but they get found and the roar goes off, and Major in a lot of trouble straight away.
Well timed.
Pops that nightmare, but Saxman's in trouble.
He's going to go down, and they're going to get the support as well. Here comes Luna. She pops the Eclipse, but the RP catches out the Shadow Grave saving Treant's life, and that's a 4 for none in favour of Don't Ask Me. We're taking real control of this game early.
I was thinking Don't Ask Me were overextended there. I saw Next Gen moving around. I thought they had a pretty damn good chance of turning that around, but no, they just don't have the team fight. That's the problem here. I mean, what do they have? They've got Eclipse, which sort of counts, I guess. It can do quite a bit of damage in a team fight, but it really excels in single target. And likewise, with Doom, another single target hero, Lifestealer, single target. If they can pick people off, then they'll win every single fight, no problem. But they're always getting caught in team fights, and that's Don't Ask Me's lineup specialty here. Yep.
We see Doom taking the time in the bottom lane. He's taking a chunk out of that gold lead, but it's still at 4,000 in favour of Don't Ask Me.
Yeah, so if we're
going to push down this last tier 1 in the mid. Oh, no, not the last tier 1, the other one on the bot too.
So Duke's running top of the last hits, but he's taken quite a lot of damage from quite a lot of net worth hit from those deaths. So from feeding, so he's not up at the top of net worth at all. That's our anti-mage.
Anti-mage, nowhere. He got his boots up, so he's nowhere near the Battle Fury as he gets to farming again. There's another fight coming up in the mid lane though.
Yeah,
all grouped up here. RP off cooldown in half a minute. Blink Dagger already finished on Dupes. He's gone to it before his Arcane boost, since they already have 2 up on the team.
So Next Gen could take this if they can get it before that RP comes up.
And Doom comes out on die, so we're not going to have a roar this fight, but the Overgrowth cancels the counter engage. They're not going to fight it though. The sleep on Dingo gets out of range. They're just going to wear down the tower with Edict. The Splitter, Dingo in real trouble. The Blink the Skewer, he gets 3. They're all behind the tower. The Mana Void taking out 2. And there goes Doom as well. And they're going to get Lifestealer. It's 4 for none. Bane overextends as well. That's going to be a team wipe. They get the tree in, but they lose absolutely everybody.
Oh,
the tower stays up as well. It's going to deny range.
Major, wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, that hurt. I felt that.
And they're going to close down here. The tower's going to go down. They can deny their own mid tower, and the tree's going to get taken at that now. The gold advantage is spiraling out of control now, well over 5,000.
Yeah, Dazzle picking up the medallion, even more.
Even more
armor reduction.
But he's not taken his weave yet. He's still leveling like it before the patch, maxing the poison touch over, getting weave.
I've never been a fan of that. I think weave's a really strong team fight spell. It's one that people often overlook because you kind of don't see the effects of it so clearly because it ticks over time. And
it used to be very standard to max poison touch, but now you get the microstamina level 1. He's got an invisible madness with RP in the midst of Next Gen. There's a 4-man RP if he wants it. He only gets 3, but it's still pretty good. The Skewer back, the Shallow Wave. Oh boy.
That's 2.
Gonna get 3. He's got Mana Void, so he can get the Microstun. He's just going to right-click him. And Sax Mana extends. He'll be Venom, claiming another life. Deep stealing with the Shockwave. 4 for none.
That's been such a strong pickup for Day. That's inspired. That Orb of Venom has got him so many.
Tower. Big trouble for a Lifesteal. He has to rage. That Lifestealer, that tri-lane lost so hard despite such a seemingly strong lineup. They denied so many kills to Living Armor and Shallow Grave. This tower's going to go down here, no doubt.
So the Living Armor Shallow Grave thing actually worked out pretty nice. So they ended up with this tri-lane where they say, well, we've got an anti-mage. Oh, Dupes goes again. Dupes, fix your wooden PC. Yeah, they ended up with this whole thing where they say, we've got an anti-mage, we've got no mid-game as such, but it doesn't really matter because you can't kill us. We're just going to sit back and wait. And
yes, the defensive tri-lane paid perfectly. It's like, you used to get things like Earthshaker to block people out. Now you just take a tree and effective the same effect.
Yeah, that's turned out to be really strong as Dupes comes back. Oh, sort it out. Yeah, the next gen banners and lineups are amazing. These are so cool.
Here we go. Oh, 50% loss.
Dupes is having trouble. It's really weird that Dupes is the only person having any issues. I wonder if we can, maybe we can move him onto a separate connection or something. I don't know if that's possible.
Just make sure you check if TMF is still in game.
Yeah. So just while we've got a moment, so we see other teams are still in games. We have 4 teams in the tournament for this one. So we've got Don't Axe Me and Next Gen. We've also got Beyond Defeat and TMF. TMF, who most people who follow the UK scene will know they've been around forever, as unexpected would be expected.
Yep.
And they recently, well, not that recently actually, they've been through quite a few tournaments as TMF now. And yeah, they've been really strong, sticking around, so looking forward to seeing them.
We'll be seeing them next game, as we see the Shadow touch on the high ground, Kane eating a split earth. That still really hurts. But they're going to dodge out here, this fullback, and they're going to push down the bottom lane where they've still got 2 towers, more gold to collect.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-level tactics on the
Anti-Mage grabbing his Battle Fury at 15 minutes with the Boots and Poor Man Shield and a Magic Stick.
That's not bad farming. Not bad
the goal
farming
lead up to 10k.
He's actually pretty much got a lot of that from kills as well. He's 6-0-7, so not throwing away
really
any gold to death at all.
That tri-lane really hurt. If they'd won that tri-lane, it would have been huge, but they just didn't execute. Luna did okay early, but they've shut it down since. They're going to really struggle to come back from this. But they've got a Midas on the Lifestealer, and it's possible if they draw it out. But even then, Anti-Mage, he might carry harder late. Let's see how it goes, though. As they're going to push down this tower, no contest coming. They're going to try and get a trade on the mid lane, with the Living Armor's out. No chance, lads.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, there's this tower is just going to fall. There's nothing they can do. God, the Living Armor actually did a hell of a lot to that tower. I thought that tower was going to get denied ages ago.
Hey, I'm sure Tree started denying it and then changed his mind and started Living Armoring it back
just
up.
Thought he'd heal it instead. Do you think there was a moment on TeamSpeak where someone said, whoa, guys?
We've got Tree and Protector, guys. We don't need to deny towers. The TP back to the base, they're not going to let this tier 2 fall. We've got Deeps coming back. He's got his blink, he's got his RP. They are both standing rather near to each other. They spread now.
Yeah, there's enough down at
they're going to get the top tower too.
That they're going to take tier 3.
Efficient trading, but too late. They're going to TP back now. They need to all get back. They have no glyph.
Yeah, they maybe let it go a little bit too far along this bottom lane now.
They don't dive him though.
Yeah, Bane is in trouble, but he's just going to run away.
Tree in trouble. He's a split earth, and he just does the arbors himself and walks out. No worries.
Yeah, good nightmare from Major there, but
yeah, they hold the tier 3. And they got some towers there.
They do, and they did take
the gold graph slightly tilting in their favour.
Let me just bring that up for you. So yeah, just a little bit of a win back for Next Gen, but they've got a long way to go if they want to close this 10k lead.
It's out of control.
XP is much the same, but they've pulled a little bit more of that back lately.
The Blink Dagger also up on the Beastmaster as a mech finished on the tree. They're all so farmed. Even the supports. The supports are worth more than Next Gen's mid laner, and they're going to take the rush. A 2k gold on Die on top of his Blink Arcanes. A Sea of Lads maybe to help the Anti-Mage, who is well on his way to the Manta style.
Next gen have no idea what's going on here. They're moving through the they're moving through the top lane. They will get seen by this ward. They'll get seen by this ward. So Don't Axe Me have all the knowledge in the world really of where Next Gen are, and they're going to feel completely safe, just taking their time, kill off this Roshan, no biggie. And that's Widow with the Aegis the Immortal.
They've got all the ultimates. They can just they can force it now if they want to, or they can sit back and farm. They've got Anti-Mage with Battle Fury.
Chi wisely pulling back as Don't Axe Me move through the jungle.
We lose Dupes again. Blooming heck.
Oh, Dupes. Oh, wooden PC Dupes. We'll have to try and sort that out. So, while we're waiting on him, reminder, twitch.tv/team/Epiclan. Check that out. You can see our various channels. You can, you can flip between games, all that sort of thing. It's also over on the epiclan.co.uk channel.
We're going again.
And we are going to get back underway. Toop says he's going to fix it after the game. Hopefully he can get fixed and the rest of the day will go pretty smoothly.
We have 6 games here today, plus any tiebreaks that are necessary. So stick around if you have nothing else to do with your life. We have lots of Dota. And we'll have many more tomorrow, and indeed some on Sunday.
Of course, this is the best thing they could be doing with their life.
Yeah, well, we're talking about the team catching out Anti-Mage.
Yeah,
he's got the Aegis, the RP.
That's
catching,
a big RP.
Big RP. The Sewer as well, the Overgrowth, and the Roar. This is a massacre. They're going to get 1, 2. The split Earth catching 3, the good split Earth. He blinks past Anti-Mage gets another kick. They're going to turn it around, they pop the Aegis. Kane taking a couple of hits too, but living armor is really OP. And up gets Anti-Mage, that's a 3 for none. They get the Aegis, but it's not really all they need.
Widow using his Aegis just right there, like, just got ballsy, took down a couple of kills. He ain't in Eclipse, it's not a problem.
They're going to go back in here. The Skewer
Big Skewer finds Saxman.
Just fought back, and now down he goes. And Doom also bulls deep, and now without bulls. Rip. Sleep on Kane. I don't know what he's doing. Oh no, he's fine. And they're gonna play with the Nightmare because why not? Next Gen's sticking with it though. Let's.
Yeah, but there go their first barracks.
There's the first infest of the game, I think. It's a bit sad that it's only happening as the base is getting broken.
I think it's a nightmare. Gilbanator gets found by the Skewer.
Oh dear.
Down goes Gilbanator.
Okay. And now the chase comes down. There's a Roar back up on Beastmaster. Yeah, and that's a team wipe inside the base.
Yeah, Widow's just had such great farm so early on. I mean,
there's the GG.
We're 20 minutes in and Widow's got 10k net worth, which is, it's most of the gold that's on Don't Axe Me. They're really good to farm him up so well, so early.
Both of their primary farmers on his own.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive. And the game's over. Don't Axe Me winning there first. These lads are going to go on and play another one. We're going to drop out for a bit and we'll be back later with TMF versus Beyond Defeat. So stick around.
Cheers.